Good morning. It's early and my makeup girl called in sick again. If I was only the journalist that I could be, there's so many journalists out there that their job should be stuff like this, talking about the homeless. And a great example, I spoke about this recently in a video about this gentleman who was absolutely covered in shit, just didn't look like he ever washed his clothes. The guy was in his vehicle, parked in this prime spot on a state park parking lot, but it's just overlooking the beach. And he was there for 6 months or however fucking long he was. To the point where they literally just shut down the whole area. They ran off all the homeless people in the area because of him. Just one fucking guy being an asshole for 6 months. Fucked up every other person living in their vehicle. There's a huge parking lot. It's called Agate Beach. There's a huge parking lot in the back side of the beach. There's a road that goes down to the beach. And there's the small parking lot in the front, which overlooks the beach, which the little asshole was in for 6 months, whatever. And then there was the parking lot on the backside, which was closed from 10 to 6 in the morning. They never locked the gates. So when they never locked the gates, what that did was that allowed the homeless people living in their vans or mobile homes or whatever to all park in that parking lot at night and sleep. I just drove by there. The guy's gone from that parking spot. So the rangers probably told him to go screw off or need to move or whatever. But this is the first time I've drove by Agate Beach parking lot and saw the gates closed. And it's after 6, and the gates weren't open. So because of this one guy being a complete asshole, homeless person, just one person, every other people living in their vehicle in that area were fucked over. And it's the state park system, the state parks of Oregon. And my question to the state parks of Oregon would be, what is your policy on the homeless? Oh, that's a bald eagle. You're so awesome. What is the state politics on banging on private people's vehicles when they're sleeping in them? Well, I mean, is that their job? They must be in charge of the homeless because they're the ones fucking shuffling them around. I'm so glad I didn't use that parking lot last night to sleep in. I feel so sorry for everybody that was in that parking lot that got ran off by the ranger at night when they locked it up. If they're sleeping, why not fucking lock the gate? Just leave them in there. Just tell them, look, you're going to be locked in for the night. Fuck it. You can't leave. Is that okay? Fine. Then fucking lock the gates. But, of course, it's absurd. Just to lock a gate. And the bathrooms were supposed to be 24-hour again. I talk about this in Oregon. They have wayside, called wayside parks where you can pull in. And some of them have open bathrooms. And some of them are 24-hour, hopefully. And they do a great job of cleaning the bathrooms, no joke. But at the same time, they need to work on the homeless. If they're going to be in charge of kicking the homeless around, they might want to be in charge of the homeless, period. End of story. That might be like a dual thing that